Welcome to Jannat Learning's digital class. This video is for the O-level subject Mathematics, Syllabus D, Past Paper 2 Calculator May-June 2025. We hope you will find this informative and interesting. If you enjoy the lesson content, please consider subscribing to the Jannat Learning channel if you haven't already. Your feedback will be highly commendable. Understanding rotational symmetry of order 4. Rotational symmetry of order 4 means that a pattern will appear identical after rotations of 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees, about its center, before returning to its original orientation at 360 degrees. This implies that the pattern can be divided into 4 identical quadrants, each being a 90 degrees rotation of the others. Write 18,012 in figures. Write down a prime number between 20 and 30. Find the reciprocal of 1 over 9. Write the ratio 175 milliliters, 2.5 liters, in its simplest form. A ratio can be simplified by following these steps. Step 1. Convert units to be consistent. The units of both quantities in the ratio must be the same. The given ratio is 175 milliliters ratio 2.5 liters. It is known that 1 liter equals 1000 milliliters. Therefore, 2.5 liters can be converted to milliliters by multiplying by 1000. 2.5 liters times 1000 milliliters equals 2,500 milliliters. The ratio becomes 175 milliliters, 2,500 milliliters. Step 2. Find the greatest common factor, GCF. The greatest common factor, GCF, of the two numbers in the ratio must be found. The numbers are 175 and 2,500. The prime factorization of 175 is equal to 5 square multiply 7. The prime factorization of 2,500 equals 2 square multiply 5 power 4. The GCF of 175 and 2,500 is 5 square is 25. Step 3. Divide by the GCF. Both parts of the ratio must be divided by the GCF to obtain the simplest form. The first part of the ratio, 175, is divided by 25. 175 divided by 25 is equal to 7. The second part of the ratio, 2,500, is divided by 25. 2,500 divided by 25 is equal to 100. The ratio 175 ml, 2.5 liters, in its simplest form, is 7 to 100. Dan, Erica and Fatik share $540 in the ratio 4:5:3. Find the amount that Erica receives. To share $540 in a 4:5:3 ratio, first sum the ratio parts. 4 plus 5 plus 3 is equal to 12. Then divide the total amount by this sum to find the value of one part. $540, the 12 equals $45. Finally, multiply this value by each person's ratio number. Dan gets 4 parts, $45 x 4 equals $180. Erica gets 5 parts, $45 x 5 equals $225. And Fatik gets 3 parts, $45 x 3 equals $135. The sum of interior angles on a straight line is always 180 degrees. To find a missing interior angle on a straight line, you can use the formula missing angle equals 180 degrees, known angle. Therefore angle X equals 180 degree minus 128 degree equals 52 degree. Vertically opposite angles are pairs of angles that are directly across from each other, formed by two intersecting straight lines, and share a common vertex. These angles are always equal in measure, and are also known as vertical angles. Therefore angle Y equals 128 degrees. The cumulative relative frequency at the end of the table will always be 1, or 100%, as it represents the proportion of all data. Therefore relative frequency of thriller will be 0.25, by subtracting these, 0.1 plus 0.35 plus 0.3, from 1. 500 students take part in the survey. Calculate the number of students who choose science fiction. Relative frequency of science fiction equals 0.35, therefore number of students who choose science fiction. 0.35 multiply 500s equal 175. Calculation of euros received. The total amount in euros is calculated by multiplying the dollar amount by the exchange rate. $350 multiplied 0.92 equals 322 euros. The largest multiple of 5 less than or equal to 322 is 320 euros. Then what about 2 euros? Therefore, these will be inverse exchange rates. These are 0.92 equals $2.17. Steps to calculate. Identify the number of sides, n. An octagon has 8 sides, so n equals 8. Calculate the sum of interior angles. Use the formula n2 asterisk 180 degrees. 8 to 2 asterisk 180 degrees equals 6 by 180 degrees equals 1080 degrees. Calculate each individual interior angle. Divide the sum of the interior angles by the number of sides, n. 1080 degrees, 8 equals 135 degrees. In a class of 22 students, 12 play the piano, 9 play the guitar, 6 do not play the piano or the guitar. Find the number of students who play both the piano and the guitar. Let A equals 12 play piano, and let B equals 9 play guitar, and let C equals 6 do not play the piano or the guitar. Let D equals 22-6 equals 16, who play the piano or the guitar. Use the principle of inclusion-exclusion. A set union B set equals A set plus B set minus a set intersection B set. Zaire invests $4,500 in a savings account. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 3.2% per year. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 5 years. The formula for calculating simple interest is SI equals P multiplied R multiplied T, where P, principal the initial amount of money invested, R rate the annual interest rate, T, time the duration of the investment in years. Put the values in the formula, we get 720 interest for 5 years. Therefore total investment at the end of 5 years 4,500 plus 720 equals $52.20. Explanation. Let A and B denote the events that the first and the second counters are drawn are red counters. We have to find P, a mathematical intersection symbol B, or PAB. PA equals P, red counters in first draw, equals 9/12. Now, only 8 red counters and 3 green counters are left in the bag. Hence conditional probability of B on A will be P, BA, equals 8/11 by multiplication rule of probability, probability of event A intersection event B, equal probability of a multiplied probability of B on A. The diagram shows a triangular field ABC. AB equals 150 m, BC equals 187 m, and angle ABC equals 112 degrees. Fencing is needed for the perimeter of the field. Fencing is sold in rolls of length 20 m. Calculate the number of rolls of fencing needed. The law of cosines states that the square of one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, minus twice the product of those two sides multiplied by the cosine of the angle included between them. Zara cycles a distance of 500 meters, correct to the nearest 5 meters. This takes 24.7 seconds, correct to the nearest 0.1 seconds. Calculate the lower bound of her average speed. How do we find the upper and lower bounds for a rounded number? Identify the degree of accuracy to which the number has been rounded. Divide the degree of accuracy by 2. In the question, rounded to the nearest 5, half the value 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Add this value to the number to find the upper bound. 500 plus 2.5 is equal to 502.5. Subtract this value from the number to find the lower bound. 500 minus 2.5 is equal to 497.5. Upper bound time equals 0.1. 2 equals 0.05 plus 24.7 is equal to 24.75. Lower bound time equals 24.7 minus 0.05 is equal to 24.65. Lower bound of her average speed equals lower bound distance over upper bound time sat smiley 497.5 / 24.75 equals 20.10 meter per second. A common denominator is found for the two fractions. The common denominator is 2x plus 1 multiply 4x minus 3. The fractions are combined by adding their numerators over the common denominator. The combined expression is the numerator is expanded and simplified. Thank you for attending the Jannat Learning Digital class. Our mission is to help you achieve academic success and unlock your potential. Our content includes study tips, exam preparation strategies, course overviews, and more. Join our community of motivated learners. Subscribe to Jannat Learning for regular updates and valuable insights. Good luck and goodbye.